Today we are going to talk about 3D shapes. First, we're going to talk about its properties. What are the properties? The first one is what we call as face. Let's take a look at this cube. Cube has some part that are flat, flat, flat. We call that face. So, how many faces does this cube have? Well, if you look at it like this, then first of all, we have 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and 4 around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in conclusion, a cube has 6 faces. The second property is edge. Edge is basically the lines, the meeting points of two faces. When face meet another face, there is a line that we call as edge. So how many faces does this cube has? Let's count it systematically. First, if you count the one that are vertical, we have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 vertical lines. And for the horizontal ones, we have, on the top we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the bottom we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 4 vertical. That means we have 12 edges. The last property is vertex. Vertex is basically the pointy part, the place where two edges meet. And how many pointy parts does this cube have? Well, if you look at on the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the bottom, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 8 vertices that this cube has. If you compare cube with cuboid, they are basically the same thing. Cuboid is just the longer version of cube. So it has the same property. First, 6 faces, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. 12 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 8 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. The next shape is what we call as prism. Prism looks like a cuboid, but when we talk about triangular prism, then the face on the bottom is a triangle, not a rectangle like a cuboid. So in triangular prism, how many faces does it have? Well, we have 2 triangles, 2 faces of triangles, and rectangles, 1, 2, 3. So in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. How about the edges? For the edges we have, on the triangle we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the one that goes sideways we have 1, 2, and 3. So in total we have 3 in here, 3 in here, and 3 in here, 9. While for the vertices we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 vertices. The next shape is a pyramid. This one is a triangular pyramid because the base is triangle. For triangular pyramid, how many faces does it have? Well, we have 1 on the bottom as the base, and we have 3 around it. 1, 2, 3. So 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, 4. 4 faces. How many edges does it have? We can count 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And 3 more going up. 1, 2, 3. So 6 edges. How many vertices? On the bottom we have 1, 2, 3. And on the top we have 1. So there are 4 vertices. This one is not a pyramid, but the base is a square, or you can also have it in the form of rectangle. So for rectangular base pyramid or square base pyramid, we have how many faces? Well, we have 1 on the bottom and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 faces going up, so 5 faces. How many edges does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom and 4 more going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 edges. How many vertices? On the bottom we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the top we have 1, so 5 vertices. For cylinder, it's a bit different. We have 1 and 2 flat faces, and we have also this part in the body that is also like a face, but it's curved face. So do we count it? Most people think that this part is not a face. The face is only 1 and 2, but we can call it as in we have 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. How many edges does it have? Well, since the definition of edge is the place where 2 faces meet, so this line cannot be called as edge because we only have 1 face and this is not really a face. So how many edges? Well, we can say that there are 0 edges. This and not even this are not edges. This one is not supposed to be edge because this is supposed to be fully covered, not cut in the middle like this. How many vertices? You can see that there's no pointy part, so 0 vertices. For cone, it's almost like cylinder. It has only 1 flat face, while this one, even though it looks like a face, but it's just a curved face. So how many faces? Only 1 on the bottom. How many edges? Remember, this is not an edge because this is not a face. So how many edges? 0. This is not an edge because it's supposed to be continuous. And how many vertices? Well, you might think that this is a vertex because it's pointy, but we have to remember that the definition of a vertex is where 2 edges meet. Remember, there's no edge in here, so since there's no edge, there is no vertex. 0 vertex, 0 edge, and just 1 face.